Good afternoon, everybody. Eric Gudz, thank you all for being here, taking up a little bit of your time on a lovely Wednesday afternoon. I have a question for all of you. In one word, what do you all love most about Davis? Just shout it out. Anybody? Anybody? Nothing at all? Community. Okay, I heard community. What else we got? Schools. Okay, what else we got? The arts. Okay, awesome. I'll tell you what, this is a lot of what I've been hearing time and time again, month after month, even year after year, as being a resident here in Davis. And what stands out to me is that some of the most essential elements of our unique character, they all share commonalities. For one, we all take this community seriously. We highly value our institutes of public education, and we bank on the hopeful promise of the next harvest, of the next research innovation, of the next economic development that is undoubtedly going to come from the convergence of talent, community, resources, and potential that we have here in Davis. But the reality of Davis today is that fewer and fewer citizens can really live that Davis dream. Many renters, including myself, are spending over 50% of our income on rent, and many may not be able to own a home in Davis. We have trouble finding real affordable living, jobs, from teachers to police officers to students, they all share this struggle. This shortage of housing is also leading to a rapid increase in commuters that are coming into our region and are exacerbating our parking issues. They're causing more congestion downtown, and they're separating Davisites from one place to another across the region. A question I have for all of you is, don't you think it should be just a little bit easier to live in Davis? I think so, and that's why I'm running for Davis City Council. Fortunately for us, we have the potential to realize this dream. We have the potential to reinvigorate the Davis dream and to bring it forward so that the next generation of Davis families can live this dream and can survive and thrive to carry our legacy into the next century of Davis. And I've got a few ideas for how that should work out. The way I see it, it comes down to three things. It comes down to how we live, it comes down to how we work, and it comes down to how we build our community. How we live, that's all about housing. More protections for our renters, and our renters ordinance is essential. We have almost 2/3 of our population that rents now, and a growing disparity within generations, across generations, as you've already heard. We need to establish a new standard for affordable housing that always includes very low and extremely low affordability within those provisions, something that Nishi has recently proposed with the 555. That needs to be the standard. We need to reform our developer incentives it's essentially to incentivize the kind of development that we need to create pathways to that Davis dream, to create pathways to living and owning a home in Davis. Right now those don't exist, and we need to incentivize that within our developers so that they can take that forward. On how we work with jobs. We need to do better not only to foster the entrepreneurial spirit of our university collaboration and startup incubation that we're famous for, but we also need to have more high quality research and tech companies that pass the community muster, of course, as we're so famous of, to programmatically diversify our job market. We need to be bringing in innovation and incubation. On top of this, we need to make our city businesses more efficient through smart contract management and through additional tech transfer from the campus. They've got a lot of resources at their disposal, and we can tap right into those if we'd like. We need to build our community right with an increase in fiber optic connectivity for community broadband. We need to revitalize our public transportation and roads, and we need to make more public spaces accessible for those that are most vulnerable against the Trump agenda. Above all else, we must underscore our policies with renewed commitment in social justice and compassion. Because ultimately, if we're able to accomplish all of these things, then we are able to do what we need to do to move Davis into the next century, putting community values first and providing a bountiful vision for the world to emulate. I believe in the Davis dream, and I have a feeling that you all do too. I'll take your questions right now. Thank you so much.